Hey guys, DJ Supernova here, and I'm going to show you how to make the most epic, awesome dance fill there is. Now, this is basically using percussion and a little bit of hats and some snares. It's sort of like a big drums fill sort of thing where a good example of this, if you're either fans of Tiesto, one of his newer songs, Chasing Summers, it uses sort of the same concept. So I'm going to be showing you how we make this today. Yeah, pretty awesome. This is all using Vengeance Club Essentials Volume 1. I'm pretty sure everyone's got it, and if you don't, well, I'm sorry, but that's the sounds I use. I try not to use many other samples from other Vengeance kits, but I'm going to show you this little song I'm working on that uses that. It sounds a lot better when it's in a song, and here it is. It's right here. So that's it. Pretty nice. So I'm going to show you the sounds I use to make that, and I'm also going to show you the mix down techniques I used. The only instrument that you might not have access to that, if you want it, I can provide it for you, is this one Nexus sample, which is in drum singles. It sounds like that. I can provide it and export it out as a sound clip. So the snare, or the instrument it's going to be using is VEC1 Percussion 02, and this sounds like this. Then I also use a hat, which is in the percussion as well. It's 14. And then this, and then a bass, and then this is where you really need a punch. I have two. I have a lower end one, and then I have a higher end one, and then I call this complement because it sort of complements. It's very high, but you notice when it's not there. And then the snare is snare 23. And this is this, and then that. So you just pick those things out. This is pretty basic pattern. You know, you don't have to do it this way. This is just the way I set it up. And it sounds pretty good. And for mix down, the snare, I have a little bit of a compression on it. I just use drum compression. Reverb, it's really I use this dance percussion, which I made a preset, and it's basically just drum room, and you add a little bit more decay, and you change the room size if you want. I think it's like 60, yeah, and then bump up the wetness or turn it down or whatever you want. And then, oh wait, just some EQing. You want to cut off some of the lower end frequencies so it doesn't compete with your kick or your basses or anything, just to keep it from being muddied up. And then the complement, this was just EQs, cut some of the higher frequencies off, because it does sound fine, but you want to give each instrument its space, and you don't want them to like cross over each other. It's alright, but you want to try to keep it separate as possible. And the bass, this is just cut in some high frequencies, cutting a little bit of low frequencies, just a little bit up to the 30 hertz point. And that's because it is considered a bass for this, but and the reverb, pretty much the same preset, just a little bit less in the wet area. And this, we compressed it way up, 8.7 dB threshold. I usually do it about 12, -12, ratio. Then this one, pretty much the same stuff. Did a little bit of EQing, cutting up some of the high frequencies, and boosting the lows a little bit since it is a bass as well. And then the same preset, a little bit more compression, you know, pretty much the same thing. And it's pretty much the same all the way around. So yeah, this is very useful, and you don't get to do it anyway. You know, tweak. That's what I always say. That's what makes it yours. See, you can copy this, you know, sound for sound, effect by effect, but if you personalize it, that's what makes it your sound. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I pretty much just built it before because I don't have a crazy memory and I can't remember all sorts of presets and sound names and everything. So, if you've enjoyed this, if you find this tutorial very helpful and sounding great, then you know, feel free to like it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will have new tutorials up soon. Thank you very much.